The galaxy had known peace for a millennium. The Zarkar Dominion, a sprawling empire of countless star systems, had reigned supreme for 1,000 years. Their fleets were unmatched, their technology unparalleled, and their rule unchallenged. The Dominion's subjects, dozens of alien species, had long accepted their place in the cosmic order. Resistance was futile. Rebellion was suicide. The Zarkar were eternal. Or so they thought. The humans had been a footnote in galactic history. A young species, barely out of their cradle, they had been discovered by the Dominion a century ago. The Zarkar had observed them from afar, amused by their primitive wars and petty squabbles. When the humans finally achieved interstellar travel, the Dominion graciously absorbed them into their empire, as they had done with so many others. The humans were given a single system to call their own, a token gesture of the Dominion's magnanimity. They were expected to obey, to contribute, and to fade into obscurity. But the humans did not fade. For decades, they worked in silence. They studied Dominion technology, adapted it, and improved upon it. They built ships sleek, black, and utterly silent. They developed weapons that defied Dominion understanding. And they waited. The Zarkar, confident in their invincibility, paid little attention to the humans. What threat could they possibly pose? The answer came on a night that would be remembered for eternity. It began with a single flash of light in the darkness of space. A Zarkar outpost on the edge of their territory vanished in an instant, its sensors detecting nothing but a brief burst of energy before it was obliterated. Before the Dominion could react, another outpost fell. Then another. And another. The attacks came without warning, without mercy, and without sound. The humans' warships moved like shadows, slipping through the void undetected. Their weapons struck with pinpoint accuracy, reducing Dominion stations and ships to ash before their crews even knew they were under attack. The Zarkar scrambled to respond, but their fleets were blind. Their sensors could not detect the human vessels. Their communications were jammed. Their commanders were paralyzed by confusion and fear. By the time the Dominion realized what was happening, it was too late. The humans struck at the heart of the Empire. Their silent warships emerged from the darkness above Zarkar Prime, the capital world of the Dominion. The planet's orbital defenses, the most advanced in the galaxy, were rendered useless. The human ships slipped past them as if they weren't even there. The Dominion's fleet, hastily assembled to defend their home, was torn apart in moments. The humans' weapons cut through shields and armor like they were paper, their ships moving with a precision and coordination that defied belief. On the surface of Zarkar Prime, panic reigned. The ruling council, the most powerful beings in the galaxy, watched in horror as their empire crumbled around them. They had never imagined such a thing was possible. They had never considered that a species they had dismissed as insignificant could bring them to their knees. In the end, it took only a single night. By dawn, the Dominion was no more. Their fleets were destroyed, their defenses shattered, their capital in ruins. The humans' warships, still silent and unseen, withdrew into the void, leaving behind a galaxy forever changed. The Zarkar survivors could not comprehend what had happened. How had the humans done it? How had they built such powerful ships, such devastating weapons, without the Dominion noticing? How had they remained hidden for so long? The answers, when they came, were as terrifying as the attack itself. The humans had not acted out of malice or a desire for conquest. They had not sought to rule the galaxy. They had simply refused to be ruled. For decades, they had watched as the Dominion crushed dissent, enslaved species, and imposed their will on the galaxy. They had seen the suffering the Zarkar caused, the lives they destroyed, the worlds they consumed. And they had decided that enough was enough. The humans had not fought for power. They had fought for freedom. In the aftermath of the Dominion's fall, the galaxy began to rebuild. The species that had once been subjugated by the Zakar now looked to the humans with a mixture of awe and fear. They had shattered an empire that had stood for 1,000 years. They had done the impossible. But the humans did not seek to replace the Dominion. They did not claim the throne of the galaxy. Instead, they offered a simple message: we are not your rulers. We are not your masters. We are your allies. And we will fight for your freedom as we fought for our own. The silent warships of humanity became a symbol of hope. They were a reminder that no empire, no matter how powerful, was invincible. That no species, no matter how small, was insignificant. And that freedom, once lost, could be reclaimed. The Zakar Dominion had ruled for 1,000 years. But in one night, the humans had shown the galaxy that even the mightiest empires could fall. And they had done it in silence.